A physics teacher is facing a death sentence in Egypt and being detained outside of his New Jersey home. Okay. A physics teacher in Hudson County is facing possible deportation to Egypt, where a military court sentenced him to death in 2016. This case was maligned by a prominent human rights watchdog. Okay, I know nothing about this. This is my first time seeing anything about this. Ahmed Adbel Bassett, I probably butchered the shit out of that pronunciation. I'm sorry. But again, I'm seeing all this for the first time, doing the best I can. He's 33 years old. He was detained outside his home in Jersey City last week by ICE officials. He's being held at the Elizabeth Detention Center on administrative immigration charges. He's a teacher at Writing Star Academy, an Islamic private school in Union City. He came to the United States in 2016 seeking asylum. A former doctoral candidate and physics professor at the University of Cairo, he was expelled from the institution after organizing peaceful protests of a military coup to remove former President Mohamed Morsi, as well as and human rights violations by security forces. He left the country and got a job. He was peaceful these were peaceful protests. He left the country and got a job at Qatar University, but in May 2016, an Egyptian military court sentenced him to death in absentee after he and 27 others were convicted of terrorism charges. Human Rights Watch wrote that the military trial denied the men basic due process. Yeah, they didn't get to stand trial. Of course, that's denying them basic due process. And how are peaceful protests terrorism? Isn't that supposed to be what America's all about? Project Red Point points out. Aw, Platypus, thank you so much for the super chat contribution. Buy yourself something nice, Ron, my boy. Don't spend it all in one place. Thank you very much for the super chat contribution. I appreciate that very much. Wow, this is getting back to this story here. This is really screwed up. I hope that the United States offers him asylum. I mean, that's really all I can say about this. It seems like he was organizing peaceful protests, which is certainly not terrorism. It's about as far from terrorism as you can get. Seems like he was protesting something worth protesting. He is a teacher and an academic. And I hope that the United States grants him asylum. We'll see if they do. You know, whenever the Mick Resistance sees a good photo op, we care about these types of issues. We care about refugees, and we care about people that need our help around the world. We never really look at the sources that causes them to be refugees in the first place. We never look at that. That disrupts the apple cart too much. But, you know, when there's something sexy like a protest at an airport, not saying those causes aren't important, they are. But a lot of people fail to see the big picture, I think. I hope the U.S. gives him asylum. We'll see what happens there. Hey guys, thanks for watching. That was a clip from Get Your News On with Ron, the world's first viewer-curated streaming news show. What does that mean? That means I log on to a stream and people tweet me articles over on Twitter at Ron Placone, or they use our Reddit subsection, which is just Get Your News On with Ron over on Reddit. And that's how we build the show. I'm seeing all these articles for the first time. We are literally getting our news on together. Follow me on Twitter at Ron Placone so you can participate. And this show streams live every Tuesday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So please do tune in. If you want to support this show, you can do so over on patreon.com/Ron Placone, where for as low as $1 a month, you get access to exclusive podcasts every week, exclusive videos, free tickets to shows when I'm performing in your town, and more for as low as $1 a month. Please do consider it. Thank you so much for your support. This has been Get Your News On with Ron.